should we start? A very hearty welcome, Bhaiya, in your own school, and congratulations to you for the great achievement in UPSC. Really, we are thrilled and overwhelmed and just celebrating your achievements. Really, you are a source of inspiration for all of us. Now we have some questions that will definitely enlighten our future endeavors. So my question is that tell us about your journey.
Uh, so I think the question is particularly about UPSC. Since the start, I have studied. I came to the school CCL GIRIDIH from LKG to class 12, and here I passed from the science stream. And I had a very keen interest in the academic subjects. Apart from that, I was also involved in the co-curricular activities. And then I pursued engineering from IIT Dhanbad, and then I joined Tata Motors. So at first I thought I would contribute to the engineering sector, the science sector, because the school had already instilled in me the scientific temperament. But later on, I figured out that my contribution would be in one particular sector for a few people, and I wanted to do something for the society. And that inspired me to join the civil services examination. And the journey has been an interesting one. For around 2.5 years, I dedicated my whole time preparing for the UPSC exam. And fortunately, with the blessings of my parents, my teachers, I've cleared this exam this time with a rank 38 on India.
Thank you.
But yeah, my question is that what and who inspired you to take on civil services?
The foremost thing which inspired me to think about civil services was my background. Since all of us belong to Giridih and there are not many role models in that sector, the civil servants from Giridih. And the situation of people here is also not very good. The society is not very developed compared to the bigger cities like Delhi or Mumbai. So one thing, the remoteness of the city and the background inspired me to do something great for the people, to present myself also as a role model for people here. Number two was the urge to do something for this society, to meet them, to interact with them, and bring some positive change in their lives. And that kept me motivated for a longer period of time, and that was the source of inner motivation for me as well. So that was the inspiration for taking this journey on and on.
Thank you very much.
Bhaiya, how did you prepare for this examination, which is considered to be one of the toughest exams of India? What was your mindset around it? How did you prepare?
Right, I think my preparation gathered momentum during my job days at Tata Motors Jamshedpur. But at that time, I could not find much time to prepare solely for civil services examination because my work hour was a bit lengthy. So I think a call came for me that I should devote my whole time for preparing this examination, and I went to Delhi to prepare solely for it. And fortunately, I got very hardworking teachers who devoted focused time on me, and with self-learning and preparation and dedicated long hours of study, I figured out how to crack this examination.
Thank you.
Where, what message would you like to give to UPSC aspirants?
I think for the budding UPSC aspirants, a zeal to serve the nation would provide them the inner motivation. Have some kind of role model, have some field interest in one particular area in which they want to work. It can be education sector, it can be healthcare sector, it can be upliftment of poor sections of the society, of the vulnerable sections. Maybe there can be a girl who wants to work for the women upliftment. I think one single cause can be enough to bring about a change in the society, and one has to find that cause. And I'll ask the budding aspirant to find that cause for themselves and stay motivated for this long journey.
Bhaiya, will you please describe your journey, particularly in DAV Institute?
I have a very fond memory of my institute. I've been here for around 14 years, right from LKG to class 12, and I was closely related to my teachers as well. My physics teachers, chemistry teacher, 11th. 12. I was loved here, and I loved the teachers back. And not only in the education sector or say academic sector, or I was also involved in the co-curricular activities like basketball, debating competition, various quizzes. I've also attended some of the yoga classes here and some MHRT competitions, inter-school competitions, inter-zone competitions, and that groomed my personality as a in a holistic way. And I have also taken some of the hobbies from here, like basketball continued. I played basketball in the college because of the skills that I have gathered here. Also played some instrument. I started learning guitar, and that helped pass my result time. And also distress my mind during preparation. preparation journey.
Thank you.
Now, Bhaiya, I would like to ask that how would you want to contribute to your school?
Yeah, I think it is a part and parcel of a character of a person who gets successful to give back to the community from which he has taken something. So it will be my responsibility to provide you with the resources, with the strategy, with the needful things one requires to complete this journey. Not only UPSC, it can be JEE, it can be any other sector. So since I once I get into the services, I develop a huge connection with the people, and which can also help you people. So I plan to give back to the school community by coming here, by providing resources in whatever way possible. You can ask teachers as well.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Bhaiya, what activities did you indulge when you were in distress, into distress?
Yeah. In school, I particularly used to visit my teachers for some suggestions, visit some environmental places in and around Giridih, maybe it can be February or parks. But during my preparation journey in UPSC, to distress my mind, I used to have close discussion with my close friends, peer discussion about their life, about their experiences, number one. Number two would be my indulgence in social media, particularly in Quora, in reading articles and life experiences of the people around the world. There are various experts available on the Quora platform, and I used to read their answers at length. Number three would be guitar playing, that some kind of music helped me to declutter my mind during preparation.
Bhaiya, at any point of your UPSC preparation, did you regret the decision of leaving your job to prepare for the UPSC?
Yeah, I think honestly it took me 2 attempts to qualify this examination.
Yeah.
So the first one was a failure. I received interview but I did not qualify. So that may count as a failure, and that disheartened me completely. I was disappointed with my performance, and there was some bit of self-doubt coming from the inside. But I knew that my methods were not wrong, my conviction was not wrong, and the blessings of the people were there with me. All of the people I know positively supported me to start once again for this journey. And I think self journey and self doubt and some sort of underconfidence is natural in your journey, but you'll have to overcome them. And I did that, and rest is what you can see here.
So, Bhaiya, as JEE requires a lot of hard work, so how did you manage to study along with the school, and how did you overcome your negative thoughts while preparing for the same?
I think at my age I was around 16 then. So my teachers motivated me. I think the school education was enough. I did not attend any kind of coaching for JEEs in particular. So some extra books that are required, some extra mock tests were provided by this sir or assessment sir or chemistry teacher here. So the motivation should be there, and you can ask your teachers. Resources are always available. They are in wait of somebody who can ask for it. So I think teachers were the strongest source of motivation during my JEE days, and the lack of resources at that time was supplemented by the materials provided by them. Now the paradigm has already shifted. Internet is freely available for the people around, and you can have your resources at the fingertip. So there's no need to fear that thing, and you can conquer it easily, I believe.
Bhaiya, what are the mistakes that students generally commit while preparing for competitive exams such as JEE, and how did you avoid those mistakes?
I think number one would be being too harsh on oneself. People take this journey as a punishment to themselves, and they get bored after 2 and 3 months, and they lose motivation. I think the race should be like a marathon, not like a sprint. One should retain their energy throughout the journey for 1 or 2 long years for JEE, or say 3 long years for UPSC. That should be one mistake that should not be committed. Number two, surround yourself with a positive energy, with a positive people who have confidence in yourself and also instill values in you. So that would help you cover that path. And number three, be smart enough to recognize what is good for you and what is not good for you. Internet is a double-edged sword, right?
Yes.
It can be used both ways. Most people waste their time in the social media, indulging with the people debating and whatnot. But you can use that internet to gather your resources, give tests, give its life experience of people, also learn something like some life values from there. So those things can be utilized.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so much for clearing our doubts.
Anything? Anything else?
No.
So, thank you so much.